UGTB gaming for the world. Yeah. Well, alright. Come on. Yeah, yeah. We are here, we have come to slay. We are here, we have come to slay. Unleash our inner beast, homie don't play. Unleash our inner beast, homie don't play. We are here and we came to take the throne. This kingdom is ours, we're gonna make it our home. We are here and we came to take the throne. This kingdom is ours, we're gonna make it our home. Evil within, give us strength in order to win. Dominate and crush any out that dares to stand in front of us. We are here to lose, we shall win at any cost. All these sleepless nights allowed us to achieve our inner beast. We're gonna fight, we're gonna win, we're gonna slay. Listen up so you can hear exactly what we say. Listen up so you can hear exactly what we say. We're gonna dominate, we're gonna destroy the enemy. No surrender, no retreat, yeah, only victory. We're gonna dominate, destroy the enemy. No surrender, no retreat, only victory. That's how we do it. UGTB gaming for the world. Yeah.
Fellas, welcome in. It's good to have you guys popping back, checking out this game with me yet again, giving you a thorough playthrough, kinda-ish, doing hard mode. How difficulty is the hard mode? We shall find out. Over the course of last 2 days, kind of been slightly teaming with it. Now that we got somewhat of the fundamental down, let's go ahead and thrive straight into it. The start of the game, getting going, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Sit here and we shall hold for wood. Beautiful. We may turn off the blue arrows. Be honest, we may see about turning off the tutorial. Let me see. Save a blue. All right. Leveling up nicely. Nicely indeed. Go ahead and crank this out. Build the fishing hut. I think we need to speed up on making sure we get the food and iron. Should be the first two that we make sure is in full swing. Because we couldn't have more than 25 people without losing those resources. Okay. See what we can do. Need 500. Let's go ahead and unlock that upgrade. Upgrade achieved. See what we need for another camp upgrade. Got what we need? Alright. Should actually lower one of them and get another one over there so that starts auto going. Got a population cap of 28. Need to make sure we have a steady supply of food so we get the growth boom. Yeah, starting out in this game, slow and steady. Sit here and hold this until we get about 450 is I think what we needed. Place that into food. It was 450 wood. That'll happen. Wrong resource. Sets us up for some future endeavors. Say no more, say no more. We got a few other upgrades we can do. Max population of 8. Let's definitely go ahead and get that. Still say tap in a little quicker. Just about tiresome though. Let's see what we can get. We got the chef's house. Laborer we can set up with, actually see what that is. We can do that. Let's go ahead and get that. Each population of 50. Say no more. Beautiful. Do your research. Pop that out. Wood and stone production. Pop that out. Come here. We have extra storage. Don't need that at the moment. What do we need for this? We got enough for that. Let's go ahead and crank that. See, +1 personal click power to all resources. We need to get those immediately. Will definitely help out cranking out more resources quicker. Here we go. Alright, we're a little low on food, so let's crank this. Get our modifier bag. Nice little crit. Is a beautiful thing indeed. Now we got an extra worker over here. We'll put him into the wood. Actually, now that we got the hunting, let's go ahead and get him into the hunting. Alright, that should leave us pretty good. Alright, we'll come up here to the wood and see what we can do for research. Production. That sounds absolutely wonderful. See what we do for hunting. We can do that. Hunting production sounds good. We need more wood for that one. Set them more. Population cap is 72 now. Technically, we should do the quarry first. We need more food, though. More food. Another worker to the hunt. I think we'll go until about 2,000-ish. Should keep us in a good threshold range. Alright. Done deal. Quarry has been built. Gotta reach the population of 100 now that we achieved the 50. Get that for 10% more resources. We are kind of low on food yet again. 2,000 didn't cut it. Keep going until we get the bar for the modifier back into the green. Hoping we can get a strong army immediately. Alright, so we need about 1,900 to stay in the green. Let's see, what's the shop do? Extra happiness. Need more wood for that. You need a lot more wood for that. We can do this one. Should open us up. Plus 1 extra wood production. 2 extra wood production. Resource gathering. Go ahead and invest in that. Go up to the wood and get some wood. Say no more. Oops. Greetings. Right back at you. Hope you're doing well. For those, we're gonna need the iron, which we haven't unlocked yet. Gonna need 30,000 food. Gonna be sitting here hammering this food for a hot minute. There we are. Show us the cap. So our cap is 5,200. Go down here and unlock that. And we got the iron mines. Need extra 2,000 food. Yeah. Gonna be here at the food for a hot minute. Need a ton of food. Let's hope that the animals don't cease to exist for how much food we need. All right, we got both food sources at the moment fully going. Maximizing the effort. Alright, next harvester, gatherer, farmer we get. Whatever you want to call them. Fit them into the mine. Right. And we need to farm out 225. Once we get this, we'll take a look at the road as well as the blacksmith. We're gonna need food for the road. We're gonna need a lot of food. Might as well do that, so at least we're getting at least something. Oh yeah. Then we'll have to keep going until we max out our food. I think overall 6K would do it. road probably should be first. Because it does give extra resources now. Probably the smartest decision. Yeah. I think we should probably upgrade with more workers. The other day we seen that the hunting shack can also provide some gold later on too, so probably worth it. That we just got another worker, so I think that actually is the game plan. Pay off in the end. If we can multitask. Alright, now we needed 27 wood, what we got. Now we need 18 of each. This shall take a minute. That being said, we could trade down to that. Maximize the iron a little more. The iron's going to play a huge role when we start getting the soldiers for the upkeep. Yeah, we passively got enough from the stone. Do it. Oh, achieved multiplier. Alright, we could now see about cranking out, get the 15% resource gathering. And gather resources we shall. Get that into the mine. Once we hit 1,000, we'll switch it up, help with the stone. It's a resource simulator. We hit 100, now we have to get a population of 200. Steadily growing. We're capped at 102 too. I think we'll keep maxing out the iron with the workers as we get the next ones. Most likely won't get another one until we increase the cap. Which we can do simply by unlocking that. Keep us progressing in the right direction. Beautiful. Man, I'll say it again too. I am glad I am highly caffeinated. Is how wonderful the track music on this game. It'd be putting you to sleep. I think we needed 27 each. Should actually check real quick. And yet again, we went for the wrong resource. It's wood. Wood and iron. We're gonna need a lot of stone, nevertheless, so that actually still helps us out. Now we need about 4,500. Actually keep us rolling in increase production. We might as well also do this, and we might as well invest in that as well. A little more resources we need, but it's going to benefit us. And we should roughly hold about 10,000. Alright. Iron workers have been maxed out. Tell you this, I think we're smacking in on the resources faster than we were doing it the other day. Still need 27, a little behind. Immediately fix that. Right. Now with that being said, town guard, we need 8,000, 8,000, 2,000, and 2,000. See what we got on here. We get 1,000, we can get a 10% iron production, which oddly enough would be helpful, as well as if we get the sturdy tools. So we need 2,000. Right. We're gathering. And we got another worker. Go ahead and put them into food. Any other worker that we'll get, we'll go ahead and place them into wood. And then on top of it as well, we'll come over here. Smack this. Go ahead and get that. Nice little 10% to happiness. Why not? See if we can boost up. Getting more people. We are capped. No. We are capped. 136. Alright, let's see what we can do down here. We can get that. Let's go ahead and get that. We need is 3,000 on the wood. Let's crank that out. Once we unlock that, we'll see about upgrading the living situation again. Alright. Done deal. Gonna need more wood nevertheless. About 6K. Say no more, since we need quite a bit. We'll go ahead and take 3 here. Kind of speed this up a little bit. Rolling in wood now. Try to be foresting this area. Be nice to see if there are animations being added of actually seeing trees fall. Would be interesting. Alright, the moment we level up a living situation, we need to get the guards immediately. Because we are absolutely defenseless. Alright. That should be what we needed. Alright. Crank out that. Now we're at 188. Let's go ahead and double check and see what we needed for the guards. 8K of those. And 2K. We're basically almost there. The only thing we're lacking on is the wood. Go ahead and keep the workers on the wood, and we'll just start fitting the newer ones on back onto the line. Speaking of a worker, there's one right there. Now we're sitting at 140. Yeah, early start of the game is super slow. It does have a good satisfying progression to it though. When it comes to the resources, you can really feel the progression of having the workers do their own thing. We're basically sitting at what we need. We just need to get 8K of this wood, which is 1,500 more to go. And 1,000 more to go. Interesting. Alright. 8K. Town guards. Immediately get this up. Boom. And it would look like my mouse died. Plug this bad boy in. Say no more. It shall not stop us. We immediately go 10. Immediately. Come through here and see what we got. We need more iron, gold. Can't do that because we don't have the gold unlocked currently. We got another worker underway. Alright, we need to focus on getting the iron after we actually get the food situation going again. Boost us up back to the green. At least halfway. Worst case, should I do it? I was about to think of it. I was like, man, we haven't got a crit yet in a hot minute. And then the moment I was thinking of it, bam. Manifested. Alright, let's see about this. We need 2 workers capacity. So we will go for that. Alright. Next few workers, we'll toss them straight into the mine. If we were to do the road, what would the road be looking like? 27,000 in gold. Since we don't got the gold, that is not an option. Got another worker though. Fantastic. Beautiful. Got 5 guards working on the 6. Interesting. All right, let's see what we got. Now we need food. Food it is. That we're in the green too, so we need a lot. I'm kind of curious here. 1 second, fellas. We'll do 16. We do Name that clicks. Do cycle. Modify, save, apply. Modify, apply. Oh, you know what? I am skipping a step here. That's hilarious. Phew, that should do it now. Interesting. Gotta refine it. Say no more. That's the way to handle that. As long as it doesn't move. Interesting. Gotta love macros. Alright, well, steadily farm the food. We'll gather the food in no time. And we got another worker. Go ahead and stick them in there. Back to smacking out food. Hell yeah. Say no more. Give me time to do a little pressure relief real quick. Alrighty, we're coming up on 7K. Beautiful. Probably the best decision we made so far. And another worker. Go ahead and stick them in that. That will fill out that. Alright. Got enough of that one. Beautiful. Right. And we could come down here. Need 10K. We ain't got enough room in the wood department. So if we were to come up here, come here, do the capacity, as well as the modifier, that ought to work. And also do the modifier for this as well. That ought to help us out. Freaking advisor will notify you when you, yeah, we might as well. That will give us some clarity. More food on that. How to unlock the shop. Say no more. Go ahead and crank out some fish. Get that food up. Dude got enough resources for the church. However, I think we do gotta smack out the farm. Farm will allow us to have an even greater production of the food. And we're at 194 of our cap of 196. So we're almost on cap. Therefore, we're going to have to also start thinking about if we are going to be able to upgrade. We're not going to because we need the gold. So we're going to have to progress here to get the gold unlocked. We're gonna need a lot of food. A lot of food. Say no more. Also got another worker. Is our mine fully out? It is. Don't need a bit any there. Only logical situation is to put him there. Say no more. Crank the hell out of this fish. Rivers are going to be fishless. You know, the game world looks like it has a fantastic weather system. Kind of seems like it's locked into spring. Not too hot, not too cold. possibly a bit humid, slightly, but not too much. Bearable. Yeah, sure. We're gonna have to be cranking out quite some food, fellas. It's kind of why we need to get that farm up. So far from what we experienced from the other day, food becomes one of the greatest assets you can possibly have. Especially when soldiers start demanding more. We also realize that having 25 people in the guard is not enough. All right, 2,000 more to go. Technically, we probably should go 3,000 more to go. I think by getting the farm as well, it'll slightly increase our cap. I'm suspecting. I think each building you produce actually increases it by a small amount. Okay, almost there. Set up a macro and it's hands-free gaming. Alright. Let's come down here. Let's build this sucker. So voila. We have that. We'll come up here as well. We'll take that dude from him and put him down here. Right. Slightly going a bit faster. Even that, you can probably come up here, click on this, travel up, take one from the wood, come down here, go right back down here. There we go. Then let's see. We're gonna need another 10K. Another 5K. We'll go for the sturdy tools first. Seems like that will be the go-to. Overall, we're gonna need about 1,600. A lot of food, fellas. A lot of food. Back to it. You can feel the increase of flow with this farm being built. slightly gathering the food even more. And they did increase it by 204. So all the workers we'll get from now go straight into the farm, max this sucker out. There he is. Got it to build the guardhouse and train 5 guards. Unfortunately, we already did that. Defend the village. An approaching goblin army is upon us, fellas. Question is, how massive? The scouting party. Okay, scouting party. Say no more. Alright, we'll get that. That shall increase the flow. Beautiful. Ten guards should be enough to whirl this rabble that's coming in. Goblins. Pesks in the world. So we kind of seen goblins, we've seen skeletons, we've seen giant huge rats. Wonder if there's orcs, elves. Man, if these 10 soldiers aren't enough for these goblins, it's going to be a bit of losing hope. About to find out, though. We're playing on the hardest difficulty, so is the damage and health of each of the mobs increased? More forces? Say no more. It was only 3. Scouting party. Okay. Shortly after the goblins, the soldiers of the old realm. Okay, now they're trying to export us here. Of course. So now we're in debt. Gotta pay taxes. The story has progressed. Now we'll be able to build the bridge. And then we can also get the gold mine under production. But first, we're going to smack out this upgrade. Because it's going to allow us to get even more food. Right there. Boom. Skilled laborer. Production of an extra 10. Go ahead and smack out some more food. An efficient corn stockpile. Got a wizard in the village. Bestowed the ground with fertile fields. Magical farm. Honestly, I'm surprised it's only 3 goblins. You know, it kind of makes me wonder if the situation with the invasion is if you win the first one, is the next one a little more tougher? And if you win that one, the next one, and it keeps getting tougher. And then if you lose one, it resets the balancing. The logic process is kind of what I'm thinking how the invasion system works. Well, with 10 guards in the first 2 upgrades, we should be good for the next 2. Possibly. Don't hold me to it. Right. Now we got some extra food. Let's see what we need for this. Oof. Oh no. Back to food. Back to the food. Now you guys understand why I said food is pretty much the highest quality that we need. Did you think the amount of food we needed for the farm, the upgrades, and then now the bridge? The amount of resources you need for food. We're only touching the minimum amount that we need. We need way more. Way more. We're going to need to increase our stockpile of our stone as well. We'll go ahead and get the mine up and running first. Yeah, I think we need to do these stockpile of every one of them. I'm wondering if we're going to cap out 11K. Let's see what we got stockpile wise. What's the market give us? Unlock financial upgrades. Send happiness boost. Next upgrade. Alright, we got a town square. Consumed some of our resources, but now we can hold even more. It's going to benefit us even further. Because as we get further into the game for more of the in-depth further upgrades, we're going to need more and more and more resources. That's kind of pretty much the game loop. Starts off slow. You need quite a few. To be honest though, the beginning of this, it's a slow start. Super slow. The amount of resources I feel that some of these upgrades and early upgrades cost are a lot. Honestly, think for a quicker experience off the rip to get situated, I think if they actually reduce those just a bit, it would go more for the quality of life than, because right now, early start, if you have a macro opportunity to be able to set up a macro and do what we're doing now, which is just clicking automatically, hands-free, you'd be all right. You know, other than that, I expressed it the other day as well. You can pretty much probably go AFK while it just auto runs, and then you come back and check on the resources. I also stated the other day as well, as this game would be perfect. Get on some speakers, turn the lights off. The music will help you smooth yourself to sleep. And then it's collecting your resources while you sleep. Because even if you're, I wonder how many guys are the moderate. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. Need to start going on. The way the guards work too is right now we have it set to 10. We just increased that by another 10 for a maximum of 20 guards. When you lose a guard, it will automatically start training the next guard. So it's pretty much a idle game for the most part, besides the decision making. I can also see it if you have access to Claude or Codex, and you have integrated AI into your computer system. You could probably just have the AI run the game for you. The story of the game, though, seems intriguing. Seems like it got a good story. The artwork on it is pretty good. Kind of reminds me of early gaming years. The Atari, Nintendo 64, Game Boy. I kind of feel like the proportion of it, though, it's a little off. It's not at it like it could be. It doesn't look like it. Some of the aspects, like the terrain to the objects, it don't feel. We're at war right now. Okay, we lost one soldier. We have defeated the 9 skellies. The undead, pushing them back to the graves from whence they came. Like I was saying, doesn't look like it's at a 30-degree angle, like most drawn a blank. Thinking of the word, can't get the word out of my mouth. Isometric. There it is. That's the word. Yeah, most isometric games are about 30 to 42. Possibly 35. I kind of feel like the ground is accurate, but some of like the trees in the buildings don't match the isometric of the floor. It kind of feels like you have the ground and then the object, when you would kind of want the object and the ground to kind of coexist. I don't know, that's just a me thing. One's eyes to behold art, the eyes of the beholder. Nevertheless, the art looks phenomenal. Oof. Fellas, we have finally been graced with 10K. Although we're gonna have to come down here and then we're gonna have to do the research, well, not research, store 10K, knock that off. We're gonna have to come to the church and buy this because that's gonna give us another 10% happiness. Get that up, come back here, and then you can see the effect on happiness. And then we don't have access to the shop yet. See what we have here. Unlock the Heaven's Blessing. Shop item plus 3 extra fishing production. Birth rate speed. Kidding me? Hell yeah. We can't get that because we need gold. Let's see what this offers. How much is this going to cost? 3K. Unlock the library. I don't think we need that at the moment. Barracks 2, we can hold off on that. Market is the financial gain. You come down here. Might as well build that. Kind of forget what this gives us anyways. One extra fish farm, and that we're gonna get. There's a 10%. This is what I was looking for. The happiness. Alright. A little low. A little low, a little low, a little low. I think with the guards that we do have, we are running in a little bit of a negative situation. I think our production is way more than we can consume. Yeah. 100%. So we're not producing enough to feed our people. The only reason why we're going up more is because our rapid speed. But if we were to stop, you can see how it keeps falling. A little battle that we will have to deal with. You know, yesterday we were on challenge mode, just bringing in, learning the basics of the gameplay, right? And we were faced with extreme level of enemies. Now we're playing on the hardest difficulty. And we're like, the amount of enemies coming in is lower than the other day. To be honest, I was already expecting that one of these waves was going to wipe us out already. We need to hope that we get some more farmers. To be honest, hopefully some of these goblins actually take out a few of our dudes. So at least reduce the urge. How much food we gotta consume. The battle has begun. Victory against the 5 goblins. We only lost one soldier. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Unfortunately, we didn't lose more. Holy shit. We may have to start getting rid of some troops. And we are hurting. We are hurting. We are fighting to have enough food. I think we got a lower 5. Need a lower 5. Lower 5. $20 was pushing it. We'll go ahead and trade another 5 once the next wave comes up, and hopefully we can get back up to at least 1 or 2 trained in time before fighting. But we should be good. But now you guys can see the amount of food truly needed right off the rip. We can barely have 15 soldiers. And some of the upgrades that you can get inside the town guard as well. I think one of the first one is an attack, so you can make your dudes do more attack power. However, for each soldier, that's going to be a 0.5% drain on your iron. Then the next one is defense, but that's going to have a burden of draining your food even further for each soldier you have. That's why I'm kind of stressing right now that maximizing the amount of food as fast as possible is a must. And hopefully we can get some more farmers so we can go back down and boost out that farm. And I kind of wonder what the aspect would be, though, if we were to bring all our farmers. Are we still losing? We are. We bring all our farmers here. Yeah. Oh, we did get one. We did get another one. Come down here, add it here. Kind of wonder what the production is. If it's more, if we just focus on either the fish or the hunting shack, just upgrade that. Get all our workers from the fishing and the farm into one category. Possibly might be produce a little bit more. I kind of think once we get a few more, and hopefully we get a few more, we got 10 before we capped out on population again. Hopefully we get some workers to place them on the farm before we get capped. Interesting. Unfortunately, we need 1,300 And that's only for the bridge. We are going to be here harvesting food for quite some time. Yep. Call this a farming simulator. We have NPCs walking around now, fitting in the work. Kick them out of the village. Got slackers in this village. You either walk around holding a sword and a shield, or you are on a farm. Alright, 3K to go. Man. And we have roughly about 3 people before max. Alright, fellas. The huge rat is upon us. Immediately. Okay, there's something wrong with this difficulty. Something wrong with the difficulty. The first round of large rats that we faced the other day on the challenge difficulty was extreme. They wiped us out. That was my first little shenanigans with the large rats. And we got a worker. We'll go ahead and stick that sucker in. We'll find out if the amount of people we have will subdue these beasts. Or will the vermin conquer the village? Slowly struggling to get where we need. Seems like every soldier you train, it takes 1,000 off your food. Get ready, men! The battle has begun! 10 rats have been subdued. Say no more. And we'll come back up here to the guard town. Come here. We drop back down to 15. And we'll come here. Let's build this immediately. Alright, boom. Now we got this on the way. We'll get it to 1,000. Then we'll check and see how much we need for the mine. And it does look like we are in the right direction yet again. Oh, Jesus. What did I tell you, fellas? Need a lot of food. A lot of food. And I think we need gold, if I remember that. Yeah, we need gold, so... Immediately, we need to maximize... the amount of food. Need gold for this. Is there anything in here? Carpenter 2. Origin K, worker teams. Unlock the soup kitchen. Policy plus 10 happiness. 20% food consumption. I'm kind of still unsure if that's a negative 20% consumption or a reduction. What we could do, we could take this off here. That would maximize all that. Seven five. We could. What would the upgrade be for this? About roughly the same we need for. What about the fish? It's doable. We need to maximize 1-to-1 there. Clicking the wrong thing. Maximize our food. All right. With that being said, we went from 120 to 220 to 244. Gives us the opportunity for more farmers, and if so, we'll maximize the fish here yet again, and then the farms. To be honest though, we could do this. That's actually, and we only need, we need 2. There we go. If we do that, just redistribute the workers. As long as we're still, unfortunately though, taking that worker away from the iron is actually impacting us negatively. The amount of soldiers we have is draining the iron consumption. So I think as nice it is, let me stick it back over there. Yeah, there we go. We took one too many. Yet again, we have a tiny goblin army coming in. The difficulty got to be busted. We chose the hardest difficulty for a bit of a challenge. Yesterday, we already got wiped out multiple times. And there's our dude. Beautiful. Wonder what the amount of these goblins are gonna do. Probably like 5 of them. Can't be 10. Trivolo or low is the lower, right? Find out. Nevertheless, they are no match. We're almost there. We're going to go an extra 1,000. Let's get the mine built. Okay. are a little behind on the other things. Right. Stone it is. Shall our troops win this battle? We shall find out. Shall find out indeed. And the battle has began. And it was only 4. Took them out quick. That shall teach them. We do need a worker for the mine when we get that sucker, so that's actually good. Keep that sucker there. Phenomenal. I think we only need 13. Man, after doing this mine, our resources are gonna be absolutely non-existent. Oh, we are 500 short. Say no more. Let's go ahead and build this bad boy. There we go. Has been unlocked. New quest. We need the 10,000. Let's see what we got. So, first off, we should build the 10% production. Then followed in with the sturdy tools. But we're gonna need a lot of resources, fellas. Resources are basically drained in the stone and the coin department. Say no more. Shall find tune. Crazy. You know what? I think I also. Yeah. Totally spaced out. That mod is on vacation today. Let me see. Is it still missing from this? Interesting. Oh, there we go. Moderate. Moderate what? Huge rats? Jesus, fellas. Shit is about to get real. Gotta get real. This ought to be the moment we probably are gonna get wiped out. I think we need what, 9,000? We need a lot of gold. I think the first amount of gold that we do need though will be to upgrade this, which I think I need 2,000? 6,000. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of gold. Get some of these upgrades. You need a lot of resources. And here we are. Will we withstand? We're already below our threshold. We have conquered the 20 large rats. Interesting. I was for certain that we were going to get wiped out. Surprised me, that's for sure. Kind of thinking, I'm intrigued on what other type of creatures are in the game. So goblins and skeletons and huge rats for the start. Our iron production is negative. It's going into the negative. We need to lower this again. We'll keep it 16. And we're going back up. As long as our resources are going up and not steadily falling, we should be good. Interesting. All right. We are 1,000 short. Technically about 600 short. I think 650. Say no more. Alrighty. Pretty sure we need 6,500. Get the amount and then we'll check. Watch it be like 6,800. At least it would appear that our food, we got that shit taken care of. Come down here. We are missing something. We are missing wood. Wood and stone. So we're wood and stone and iron. Okay. Since stone is the lowest at the moment, iron is going the slowest. So let's go ahead and help that. And then once we get what we need, we'll then conquer the rest. I think once we do get another worker, we place it back into the iron mine, cap that back out. Hopefully that works out, because currently we're making more gold than iron. We got way more workers on the iron. Kind of wondering, do they drain gold? Is this the blacksmith? Not blacksmith. For upkeep, +2 food. Oh, it is this one. This one does +1 gold upkeep per soldier, +2 food upkeep. You see what I mean? We're gonna need a lot of food. I would like to see 30 soldiers. If we hit 30 soldiers, we might be sitting in a decent time, I think. But it's gonna be a lot of smacking out resources, fellas. Yeah. Game kind of feels like one of those games where it's a background game. You have that on while you're doing work, schoolwork, talking on the phone. Huge rats are yet again inbound. Another moderate amount of people. We're gonna boost that back up. Give our fellows every opportunity to succeed here. They are roughly halfway to the soldiers. Interesting. We are almost to 9K, but we're struggling. We are fiercely struggling indeed. All right, 18 people. Immediately lost 2, 3. We gained an extra. Lost both those. Gained another. Defeated the 19 large rats. Beautiful. Just little maintenancing and balancing. Shifting here to here to there. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised how difficult the difficulty for this difficulty is. Alright, if I were to stop, are we losing resources? No, but we're slowly gaining. Now we swap up. Start gaining some stone. We still need 10,000 wood. I think we're at that situation where don't need to upgrade most things except for maybe the living, and then we just got to get these production units armed up with farmers. Immediately. I think we get hit with the extreme size force, we're probably going to be screwed. Right, how much stone did we need? 15k, the same as the wood. Son of a. Well. Perfect opportunity to do a pressure relief real quick. Yeah, the upgrades. Holy hell. I don't know the thought process on the cost behind these upgrades. They seem pricey as hell and overpriced for like a single player game. Definitely, if you kind of want to sink your time into a title, this game definitely has you covered there. You know, the bots have been throwing it out for exclamation point Hearth. We'll get you the link. If you wanted to dive in yourself, check it out. It seems like it got a good story overall. Artwork, like I said before, it's phenomenal. To me, someone that studied art, you know, someone that been down there, like the isometric between the ground and the objects, to me, it doesn't match up. It's throwing me off. But like I said, art is like one of those things where it's, the beauty of it is in the eyes of the beholder. Right, steady flowing. You know, the bad part about it too is once we do these upgrades, we are going to be out of resources again. And anything further that we do is just gonna be sitting here holding click. Definitely set up a macro. 100%. Woo! Another band of goblins. Low. Don't have to worry about those suckers. You kidding me? Not at all. I think we need to go and get some wood. Only got one worker. Jesus. I think our stone and our wood production is a little slow. Yeah. Before anything, though, we got to get the iron maxed out again. Even with one worker for the stone and the wood, it's still making more than the iron. Should be good. Need to upgrade something for food. Give us more storage. We could have over 30k right now. We really needed to. Kind of like zero in our focus though. Interesting. And we're maxed out. We cannot truly get to our desired goal. Interesting. Okay. We only lost one dude. So we're going to have to come down here. We're going to have to get 2,000 here. And I think we are going to have to come up here. Because if we look at here, now we're good. It was only the stone that needed some assistance. I do think we need... I think we do need 9,000 on the iron. Yeah. Alright, smack up this and hopefully the wood and the stone will meet us there, but most likely not. We are at The 9,000. Go ahead and get some more wood. We ain't gonna lie, I kind of zoned out there. Slightly zoned out. Brain turned off. That happened. Nah, that happened. Alright, upgrade. How much do we get? 300? Beautiful. 336. Wonder what the next upgrade is going to be. Holy shit. 76,000. Plus 2 blueprints, which is the furthest I have gotten. I don't know what how to get the blueprints, to be honest. We're going to need another 9,000. That would give one production, probably be still beneficial to upgrade. Both these are probably, I think that's the next mark. Upgrade those to maximize the one worker. Any new recruits we get, we stick into the stone. Seems like yeah, because wood's going good. Because in carpenter we did some upgrades. So we're actually producing wood faster than I think most of the ingredients. Interesting. There we go. Speaking of our one dude, let's get him distributed. Alright, the next one we get, we'll throw him into the iron. Slow and steady. Progression in this game is very slow. Very slow. But prioritizing what to upgrade, I think we tackled it out. To be honest, what is it to upgrade the mine? Because I do believe we should knock this up. Because if a larger wave does come and it does start getting more intense, we're gonna need more than 16. The next upgrade, we upgrade the mine once, then the stone, then the wood, then the mine. Another large rat is upon us. The moderate. Immediately. Start recruiting. We need to be ready for when they arrive. Damn. All right. 500 more. Say no more. We are still stable on our food too. Yeah, we got to get the mine. Iron production has to go up. Because if we can get that up, so it stops slowing down so much with at least 20, we should be good for a minute. Because if we can sit at 20 and then go to 25 to 30 when invading forces come, we should be good. Immediately we start losing the men. Immediately. 18 huge rats has been conquered. Say no more. Immediately we lost. We'll keep it at 17. Keep it at 17 indeed. And we just need wood. Now, I'm sure some of you are probably thinking, yeah, full food. Why not distribute some workers to some of these other locations? Well, we got a drain of guards that if we take any of those farmers, we will start going negative, losing our food. Yeah. I didn't do that upgrade for the 10k of the gold for the troops. Gives a little damage, a little defense, but then it drains the food by an extra 2 and gold by 1. So that might be the situation here. And we got ourselves another dude. Alright, we'll go ahead and upgrade this. Production by 1. Seems like it... slightly being good. Let's see what happens. Can we maintain 20 people without going too far negative? What do we need for the upgrade? Can't upgrade that. Needs a blueprint. Upgrade this. Okay. What about this one? 9k, 6k, so okay. We're not done with the iron. Not at all. We're not getting as many workers as we would like either. I kind of want to know the scenario on the workers. Is it so many population you have will give you an extra worker? Go beyond, like lower, you lose that worker? Is what it's kind of seeming like. Instead of just like a random 50-50 coin toss of one of the populations you gain becomes a worker. Kind of think it's kind of set in stone. And once you get a certain population, it unlocks a worker. And then once you get to the next milestone of a certain amount of population, you'll get another worker. And if you fall below that population, you'll lose the worker. So what I'm kind of suggesting is what's going on with the population and the working force. We need 6K. And there's another worker. Get it into the mine. Hit the wrong one. That'll happen. 6K. 1,000 more, fellas. That's all we need. 1,000 more. Skeleton army approaches. An extreme skeleton army. Immediately recruit 10 more. Interesting. We might be in trouble, fellas. Some of you are probably wondering what happens if we fail to defend ourselves from an invasion. Got to stay tuned and find out. This might be it. We need about 6K, 4K. 5.5K. Now 4K. You know, the animation between the pixel characters in this game, it's not too bad. Got a nice little breathing animation for the soldiers. Interesting. Two more to go. Skeleton army has arrived halfway to their destination. Our troops, looking out over the fence, see this invasion coming. Tremble with fear. But they hold firm. They hold firm indeed. First one to have doubt in their soul are getting shipped to the next nearest village. We only want warriors in this village. Alright. Go ahead and upgrade that. Boom. And we got another worker. Beautiful. And since we kind of low, actually, depending on where that worker is going to go. Need him for stone. Need wood. We got to put him on wood immediately. The war has began as well, fellas. We need to hit the blacksmith. Blacksmith tier 2. All right, it begins. We're at 26. Immediately lose. Immediately, we're losing troops. Losing them left and right. Oh, jeez. This might be our downfall, fellas. We got 8. We got 7. We're down to 5. Oh, we're down to 3. We're down to 2. And this is it. We're down to 1. The last troop. We have fallen. We have fallen. We've been defeated. We have been defeated by 47 skeletons. Holy shit. I think 47, that's the largest amount of an enemy force we have fought so far. Losing the battle results in stolen resources, a temporary debuff. Some of your population fleeing. You're going to reduce the risk by hiring extra soldiers, improving your upgrades and walls. Or using temporary buffs. Just be careful, as soldiers cost a lot to maintain. Losing in battle is normal. So don't worry. Prepare for an easier time. You can turn the difficulty. That last part, I reject. Oh. The population is starving. We are starving. Damn. That debuff is huge. You kidding me? Holy shit. We have trouble feeding the troops. We might be in a situation of hurt here, fellas. Might be in a situation of hurt. Damn, what a debuff. Damn. We might be done for. Weapons at 5. Stage 5? Stage 5. The debuff. The debuff is now slightly counting down, fellas. Starvation has took a few, but the village remains intact. Holy shit. So we need 30 soldiers. All right, starvation is easing. Damn. I think once we get the starvation back under control, we go for the gold so we can get this quest dialed in. Right, the debuff has worn off. Watch the production soar. No, I lied. The debuff is still engaged. Oh, okay. The starvation debuff. Each stage is worse. Interesting mechanic. Just know we probably did lose some workers in some production. Just like the wood. Our wood is not even producing. Alright, starvation to 2. This might be... It's high. We may be fucked, fellas. I kind of wish that the lower part, it has a bar so you can see the training speed. Would be slightly useful. Starvation 1. Our food is going up tremendously quick now. We are repopulating our forces. You know, with this being a high enemy force, it's probably around 30-ish enemies. And I don't think we're going to get to 15 before they come. We might get to 14. If. Yeah, we're gonna get to 14. Barely. We might get to 14 mid-fight. Starvation has ended. Say no more. The battle has begun. Whew. Right off the bat, we lose 3. We lose 4. We gain an extra 1. Oh, wow. There was only 11. That seems kind of odd. Kind of off. It says high, and there's only 11 of them. Misleading. Misleading indeed. I thought there were at least 20 to 30 of them. Interesting. Alright, we got an extra one. We're gonna take a gander at our forces here to see what we are missing. Gotta put one here Gotta get that wood back on production. Alright, we got enough. Let's go ahead and complete the quest. Boom. Clearly surprised that we had managed to pay their outrageous demands. The soldiers depart. At the same time, our newfound gold mine brought fresh prosperity to the villagers. Reach 400 population. Interesting. Driving for victory. Definitely gotta get our population back. Losing those gatherers really hurt us. Get to 1,000 gold. I'm gonna come down here. What do we need to upgrade? Oh, we need a blueprint. Don't know how to get a blueprint. Got another worker. We're gonna go up. Stick that on the wood. Need a crap ton of wood. We must rebuild. It's good though, if you lose a fight like that, you don't like completely get knocked off. Because I can see it. I can imagine someone doing an Iron Man challenge on this game. They would not have, like, they would need no life. The amount of time it would take to keep getting back up to a certain point. I think the resources for the upgrades should slightly be toned down, if I'm being honest. We are slightly getting there. We're at 22 and we're still sitting at an increased flux of resources. Beautiful. Might be able to get to that 25, and then the extra 5 would hit us 30 for the next round of extreme defensing. We should oddly do that one. Oddly do that. Alright, we have a skeleton coming in. It's a low branch. This kind of feels like that's how the mobs does. You keep winning fights. The next one is gradually harder than the next one. And then when you get finally defeated, it seems like the next few mobs are kind of not so intense as the one that you just got annihilated from. We should have enough soldiers to wipe them out. Our food production has yielded little returns as well. I wonder if we lost anyone on the other farms. We didn't. That is great news. I think we need to go for this. I think that's the next one we do. I'm kind of also thinking that the approaching army, the size that it says are coming, I wonder if that kind of fluctuates depending on the amount of soldiers you have. Right. That in there. We need to start upgrading some of our farms and shit. We need more production of our food. The battle has begun. We lost one immediately. We lost another one. They weren't true soldiers. Warriors no more. Oh, we lost another. Soldiers are fighting with all they might. Achieved victory. Only lost a few. Could have been worse. You know what we really need to look into? We need to look into upgrading this. Blacksmith first. No, no. Damn, we are gonna need... Extra fish. Extra wood. Extra happiness. Build the market. They'll unlock the warehouse for us. 5% to all production. I think we immediately get that. And we're back up. We're going into the green and the food this time. Beautiful. So what we needed. Gotta definitely fine-tune all those slight modifiers. Almost started starving again on the food. Kidding me? Overall, kind of think it's a good game. Kind of, we need something to just mellow to listen to, something common, something you can turn on, forget about the world, escape into another dimension, turn your brain off, not really have to think about too much, and just get to town, harvesting resources, possibly playing this while you're catching up on the news, key events. Crazy. I wonder if that fish buff now being off, if we're gaining. We're still gaining, so that's good. Is that gold? No, it's stone. Okay. So we should be there on the wood. We have more skeletons as well approaching. Extreme, holy shit. Immediately start producing. Got another worker. I think we save that worker until we can actually stick him in now. We'll stick him here. Yeah, we'll stick him there. We'll pull him once we upgrade our farm. To be honest, though, which one would be the cheapest one to do? This would be 10k. This would be cheaper. Let's upgrade this rather than the farm. What we could do as well, just come down here, research. I think we still do this. That shall give us a little bit of leeway. Will we get up to 30 soldiers before the extreme enemies come facing us yet again? No. We're gonna gain another one mid-fight. And we're not even producing enough food. The enemy undead army is right outside our gates, fellas. Stand firm. Show no mercy. Holy shit. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Very bad. And we gained soldier right. No, whoa. I thought he was dead. He came back to life. They fooled me. The battle continues. We have 10 people. 10 people remaining. 44. Holy shit. Beautiful. We have achieved victory upon the second extreme enemy that came rompering towards our way. What do we need for the upgrade? 10,000 food? Say no more. Say no more. Apparently we don't even have any production no more. Where did our gold dude just vanished? What the hell? Hopefully we get another one soon. Okay, there we go. New upgrades unlocked. Let's take a look. We can increase food storage. Oh, we can get the multiplier for the sturdy bow now. That's beautiful. How much was that? 16? Just say no more. Boom. All right, 50% hunting efficiency. We're going to be ranking in the food in no time. As well as the next one we're going to also get is the 10%, the skilled laborer 2, for further production of our food. In no time, we're gonna be to 50 soldiers strong. Gotta fine tune our strategy and figure out what we can upgrade, what we don't need upgraded. How can we push our settlement even further in the realm that's trying to tear us down? Every corner. Take a time to do a pressure relief. All right, another goblin army is upon us. It too is a moderate force. We shall take no risk and immediately start recruiting. What do we need for 1200? Get more information about incoming enemies. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Right, a little 10% more to the production of our food category should alleviate us having a little more soldiers. Interesting. All right, almost to 30. Our iron is still holding stable. So is our food. These goblins are steadily traveling fast as hell, reaching to us in no time. The battle is about to commence. Phew. We lost 9 people just like that. Holy shit. Victory against the 24 goblins. There are no masks for our soldiers. Interesting. Interesting indeed. What shall be the next one? Alright, is there any other upgrades? We can do the scout one. We need gold though. I wonder if it tells us the exact size of the enemy force. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. This is already level 2. What about this? This is 28. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to fine-tune this. Holy shit. Alrighty. Getting food faster than hell. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll come back down here. Pop this. Upgrade this. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Let's see. Do we have any other upgrades? We need to upgrade the blacksmith. Yeah, we can upgrade another 10%. I think we have to do the blacksmith next. Blacksmith is indeed what we need to do. And we're able to still gain food and iron with the population of soldiers at 30. Now we're 31. I think we are sitting pretty good. You know what could help the gold production? We come here to the market, go to the research. If we go right here, hunting produces a small amount of 5% of gold for the hunting shack. I think this is going to be huge. Because if we come back up now, you can tell that it's now gaining 3.5 gold. So that should help a small portion on the gold, even if we lose our workers on the gold plant. Should have did that a little earlier. Yeah, it's pretty good about that one. Damn. We need a crap ton of gold, fellas. What would an upgrade be to the mine? Can't upgrade it because we need a blueprint. We could do this. 50%. We need food. Let's go this route. Boost up a little bit of our gold production. We'll go a long ways in what we need. Alright, here they come in. Another moderate force. I have no fear. We got 35 people. And it seems like we are slowly now at that cap where we're now losing. Yeah, we're now losing our iron. 35 people is the limit. So we might need to upgrade the mine. All right, how much food did we need again? All right, not that much. All right. I think next we can't upgrade that either. What is it, 9,000? It's 9,000, yeah. Say no more. Hold firm, warriors. Skeleton army shall fall to your guys' blades. Hopefully. Hopefully. Make sure we smack this. Interesting. If the cord stops moving the mouse on me. Say no more. Alright, the battle has begun. The soldiers scream in terror as they get slaughtered by the undead. Some hold firm as they push back, bone against shield. Some falter in fear. But 40 of them, damn, 40 of them? Holy shit. I kind of do think that the high, extreme, low, moderate has something to do with your soldier account. Now, if we basically had 20, that could have probably been an extreme case. But because we had 35, it was a high density of enemies that the game considered. Yeah. I kind of think if they dumb down the amount of resources you need for the upgrades and then speed up the amount of enemies they attack, do some fine more adjustments, the gameplay would be a little more intriguing. Right now, personally, I feel it's a little stale. It's a little too grindy. Like, it's to the part where I got a macro on my mouse clicking this, and it's still being like that situation where it's like one of those games you get playing, you stick it on, and then you like walk away, go eat, you know what I mean? Go do something other, wash clothes or something, you know what I mean? We stick one on our mine? We sure can. We need that little bit of a boost to our production. We're almost to 9K. Only to get a 10% boost to our gold production. Kind of wonder if that 10K or 10K, 10% is based off the mine or per soldier. Kind of thinking the mine, but could be wrong. Man, shoot. Another stage of incoming enemies. A high density of rats. Huge rats are inbound. The troops stand ready, hoping for at least 2 more reinforcements. The overall visuals, for some reason that sounds like I butchered that, but alright. Pretty good. Menus, the icons, designed flawlessly. Alright, well, what the hell did we need now? Nothing. 10%? Let's go! Alright, our production with 1 soldier, or 1 worker I should say, it's climbing up pretty damn good. That is the boost that we needed. And we need a blueprint for that, so that's basically dead in the water. Faster training. Blacksmith. I think blacksmith is the next thing. Alright, will we thrive? Immediately, we start losing soldiers left and right. We may not win this one. We did. Holy shit. Slain 50 of them. Interesting. Kind of intrigued of what's going on over here. It's like a dungeon you can send troops to or something. It's intriguing. It's not bad, little game. Not bad at all. Expiration point Hearth, as well as I just linked it personally myself into the chat for you guys if you guys are intrigued, want to kind of test it out, intrigued and want to interact, learn a little more of the story aspect for yourself. The story of it seems pretty engaging. That it does. Seems all right. Unlock library. What's the library? Hold on, let's take a look here. Where's the library at? Unlock library. I can build a library. Education research. Research is what do we need? +2 global resource harvesting. Immediately get that sucker. Are you kidding me? It seems like we are now thriving in the production. Interesting. Can we upgrade it? Unlock the quest for further in and out. Advance the quest. There's a workshop. Let's build the workshop. Check it out. Workshop. Workers' leather goods, +1 extra wood, stone, and iron production. Tanning techniques. Hunting generates gold. 5% hunting. Okay. So let's go to the wood. Intriguing. take a look. Let's knock these out. I didn't realize these little additions right here. We gotta get as many as we can into that. We'll do that one first. Say no more. The amount of our resources being compiled swiftly, with ease. Overall, I think just the beginning needs to be fine-tuned. Just a little touch-up. The beginning of getting started feels kind of rough. Like, I can see, like, a lot of people, like, you know what I mean, like, kind of, and it's too grindy. And then, because, like, you gotta think of it this way, too. Someone being new to the game, seeing the game, you know, in the early stages, they're probably thinking, damn, is this what it's like throughout the entire playthrough? This grindy? But with these kind of upgrades, as you compile more modifiers into the game, into your production, the resources, it's not that bad. They go a little quicker. It's not much, you know what I mean? It's the early game that needs improvements, I feel. The NPCs have only taken us out once, though. So, and I kind of wonder if us being on the hardest difficulty, if we are being faced with things costing a little extra, our production's not as great. Really don't know the fine-tuning aspect between the easiest difficulty. Besides, I can't say that. I was about to say, besides the enemies being a little harder, but we were playing on challenge mode the other day, and that mode, we were getting wiped out more than we are today. So I kind of think the difficulties are kind of bugged. Like, just that little bit, we're back up to 10K. We need to unlock the blacksmith tier 2. What's the least one we need? Gold. Maximize that out immediately. Click the right one. Interesting. Do we get different soldiers? Can we upgrade them to knights? Can we get horsemen? Not something we haven't truly seen and glanced upon yet either. I'm kind of thinking at the moment, no. I know the devs do have a high engagement of possibilities that they can add to this game to the future. So keeping tabs on this game and seeing what type of improvements that they actually do, I shall be keeping an eye on. The fighting has begun. And did we lose 5 immediately? Holy shit. 21 goblins didn't stand a chance against the might of our swords. The might of our steel. Stone. You know, we're not gaining, we're taking that long to get our resources no more after those 2 upgrades. Yeah. You gotta push through immediately, level up your production outputs to level 2, and then get that workshop immediately. And the carpenter. Not the right one. We're down by just a few. Okay. And we gained another soldier or worker. There we go. Blacksmith tier 2. I know we needed a blacksmith tier 2. But off the top of my head, I kinda don't remember what we needed that upgrade for. We do carpenter tier 2 right there. It was this. So the iron tool, 100%. 100%. I want to see that in action. How quick can we get the wood? And we're already capped out on food. 40K. No time. We'll have the amount of wood we need. Damn, 100. Plus another 10%. With quickness. And apparently we are now losing food. And we got 2 more workers. Got a worker there and a worker there. You know, to be honest though, bid him on the gold. All right, that has been achieved. Let's see. It's going up fairly easy. And now it is skyrocketing. That's 10%, boosts it up fairly by a bit. It's not too much, but it will help. What are the other things we can upgrade here? I think we need blueprint for that. 10% happiness. Bonus to resource gathering. Check it out. And just think of it, fellas. We are now at 35 soldiers, and our resources are stabilized. Okay? I would have to say we probably have just conquered the early portions of the start of the game. Because I feel like if you can't get to 30 to 35 soldiers when the extreme force comes, you pretty much get wiped. The huge rats are inbound to our position. You know, it's funny. Every time I see rats inside a medieval game, I think of a game. I think it's Plague something. I cannot get the name out of my head. Off the tip of my tongue, I should say. But it's like it's a medieval game where it's like a plague going around. And there's like nothing but killer rats, and I mean dozens to hundreds of thousands of them. Over time, people from kingdoms near and far heard of the free town. But as our population grew, we began to attract the attention of larger and more dangerous groups of enemies. Build northern and southern walls. Northern and southern walls. Defenders get first strike, both north and south, but ain't required. The battle has persist, and I think we're gonna get wiped out. Okay. Dude, they almost wiped us out, but they retreated. They retreated. Holy shit. See, look, we got these little expeditions down here, too, that we can do. Interesting. Well, fellas, that is our time for today inside Hearth and Hamlet. Bots have been throwing it around, but I also just linked the link. Go check it out if you're intrigued. Early game is a bit brutal, bit time consuming. You'll spend your time holding down the mouse button. I recommend setting up a macro and just boom and go do house chores, eat, do something on your phone while you're fine-tuning and getting past that early stage. Currently, right now, it seems like it's still much of a grind. Still much of an idle collection of resources rather than shooting gameplay. Bit somewhat strategy, what to build first, where to prioritize your troops, which I recommend prioritizing food and then the iron. Those are the two main first resources that get depleted with the quickness when you have soldiers. Try to maintain a ranking of soldiers for this beginning part to up to at least 35 to at least 30. But you can see right there, after taking on the onslaught of those minions, like, we were down to 7 people. If they didn't retreat, we probably would have lost right there. So it's intriguing that they got the retreating mechanic, you know what I mean? But as time persists and you start getting the resources, and I kind of wonder if like the story is capped or if it's based off time. Like if we didn't pay the 10,000 gold, would we not get the little story icon of like, oh, build walls, now more people hear of us, dangerous foes are coming? You know what I mean? Kind of like would need multiple gameplays to like understand that mechanic. But overall, besides like the slow snail pace that this game plays, it's phenomenal. It seems pretty good. It seems like one of those games you can just relax, dive into like a ongoing realm, wonder where the quest is going. You know what I mean? Try to keep your people happy, alive, and growing. You know, I've seen some screenshots of like some epic looking castle. So it seems like you can get to castle stage. The replayability to it, I'm not too sure. Only time is going to tell with that. So definitely go take a look. We're wrapping up the stream, fellas. It's been a pleasure. Like always, those that have been chiming into the chat and been lurking, appreciate you guys like always. The support's huge. 100%. Till tomorrow, GG's. Tomorrow we will be taking on some more challenges inside Soul Mask. As we dive further into that game, we accomplished the dungeon. And I think we did the Holy Ruin. I think we gotta do the Holy Ruin still. So Holy Ruins tomorrow. Till then, GG's. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day and night, depending on where you're at. It's been a pleasure. Till tomorrow, stay safe. I'm out.